Okay, hello everybody. Um, you should first check if you have any more questions from chapter 9 that you want to ask me before I start chapter 10, because yeah, I probably cannot go back halfway, right? So once we start chapter 10, then um we won't go back too soon. So anything from there or not. Also, I think there might be some latecomers, so maybe I wait for like 2 more minutes before I start, simply because I don't want to repeat. Okay. Yeah, you haven't got the notes yet, probably, so don't worry. There are generally two parts for this chapter. So we'll finish the first part, which is you might think a bit lame, okay. Um, then when you get your notes by next week, we will do the second part, which is a bit like accounts. So go get your papers if you haven't already. Then anybody here did listen to your school teacher when he or she did this with you, and you understood what they taught you? Anybody understood chapter 10 taught by your school teacher? No. Okay. One more minute. Just in case got late cover. So I think we start first. Without the notes, we can't go too far. So no point looking at the time today. Once we are done, so please cooperate. Because the first part we are gonna do looks something like this. Okay, that's why we can do it even without the notes, because you need to write a lot. The question is just pretty short. Okay, so it's this part. Okay. So nobody actually have done this in school. Okay, then you follow the way I answer first. Okay, at least like of course I know what I'm doing. Okay. And if oh wow, still got come give him a bit more time. No. Someone, no, not you. Okay, oh, late comer. Try not to be too late. I already waited. Okay. This is chapter 10. Um, I made you do chapter 9 for 20 weeks already. So I think it's fair we do chapter 10 already, but on a piece of paper, you get yourself some papers, okay, or test steps. Okay, mainly you need to write a lot here. Okay, so for what you see here, the so-called SMART concept, I want to do this once only, hopefully. Okay, you can see it's a bit weird. Okay, like not math related. Okay, so but it came up before for past year paper for past year exams. Okay, so I just want to do it once, hopefully. See how I answer the SMART concept, and then um we don't have to do revision on this anymore. Okay, instead we will spend more time on questions like this. But today you know not so. Okay, so cannot. Right? So chill today is probably very chill. Oh my god, still got latecomer. I'm yeah, see, I this latecomers at the moment. Okay, latecomer. Just go get a piece of paper and then start following the question first. It's chapter 10. Let's go. Okay, so chapter 10, you have this smart concept. They are trying to teach you how you should plan for your goals. Okay, any of your goals. Okay. They advise you to follow SMART concept, just an acronym. Right. Ready? Have a read the question first at least. Okay, read what is given, and then I teach you how to answer the SMART. Do it once only, guys. Don't make me do it again. It's lame. That came out before. Okay, the question is pretty short. So let's go. Is Rosie's goal okay, as for specific. Is Rosie's goal here specific? So I answer yes, specific. Okay, you guys are already English speakers, so I will automatically assume you understand these English words unless you tell me to explain. Okay, like what is specific? You need some other languages also like just let me know. Okay. So Rosie's goal is specific, comma, because I think I told you guys just now, but since Bali comes, I'm gonna say it again. And I'm pretty much like you all. Okay, I was also a student as well. And you understand that all these theory stuffs, right? Usually textbooks they give you some very professional answer. Uh, and usually you all can follow one. Okay, well, like how they write, what they write. Okay, so don't forget this is still math. Okay, not English class lah. So I'll tell you the evidence how I figure out it's specific or not or whatever later. I'll tell you the evidence. The rest of the English you try to write in your own words. Okay. Don't try to memorize my answer word by word. You get what I mean? Okay, so let's go. Rosie's goal is specific because she knows the specific amount needed to achieve her goal. Okay, this is the evidence from the question, which is RM 1800 full stop. Okay, evidence I highlight. The rest, write in your own words. Maybe today or now I write it this way. Maybe later the question I might use some other words. Okay. So any questions? Because some questions could be better, like even more specific, like specifically, okay, this is a trip, right? So a trip to where? Maybe a trip to Penang is different compared to a trip to Korea, something like that lah. Okay. So, but this question is specific enough. Okay, the evidence. It's always numbers. Okay, it's still math. So you understand how I find answers or not. Any questions? Okay, next. M for measurable. From the word measure lah. Okay, so measurable, basically like can you do math? Can you do some calculations? Okay, so this example again is measurable. Okay, why? Because she can calculate how much is or how much to be saved, something like that. So how much to be saved per month, which is RN 200. Full stop. Okay, the evidence is the 200. Okay, sometimes the question will tell you, you see, she will save 200 ringgit per month. Okay, even if they don't, you can easily do the calculation. When given enough information, 1,800 in 9 months, you can calculate 1,800 divided by 9. So you need 200 ringgit per month. So this is like you can measure how to like achieve your goal. So you need 200 ringgit per month for this example. Okay, any questions? Later, whatever questions you see, make sure you do practice writing down your answer in your own words. Okay, those are still trying to memorize my answer word by word. Now, I'm not sure if you have experienced this before or not, but like if one word is like just missing, you can't remember a single word, then the entire sentence is like it's like broken. You cannot construct the rest of the sentence anymore. Okay, so make sure you practice writing. Okay, if you want me to check your answer, you just type in the chat, but should be easy lah. Excuse me. especially your English speakers. Okay, so A for attainable. Attainable is the same as achievable, not, but this is the word they use. So attainable, can Rosie achieve this goal? Okay. I think I'll put A and R together. If you're lazy, usually A and R, the explanation is the same. Usually, okay. So A for attainable, R for realistic. Okay, you can write first. A, oh sorry. A for attainable and R for realistic. Wait, I think I should quickly give you some examples for when they are not. Okay, so far this question actually satisfies everything. Okay, back to specific. Sorry, I think I can let you know. Like this question, I said specific. Okay, so you can see the evidence, right? So when is not specific? Say this Rosie again wants to go for a trip, but when asked how much is the trip gonna cost, then she said don't know. Then not specific lah. Okay. I want to buy Lamborghini. How much is your Lamborghini? Don't know. Not specific. Okay. What is the model? I mean, actually, when you plan your own goal, right? The specific, the more specific, the better lah. Okay. Like, oh, teacher, I want to get A for math. How much is A? Now, then you say don't know. Then that's why you cannot achieve your goal. Okay. But not measurable, yeah, if any of the information, like these two information, okay, either the 1,800 or the 9 months, either one is missing, then not measurable. You cannot determine how much is needed to save per month. Okay. Attainable for this question, okay. It's attainable because she will be able to save. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit lame, but that's what they are making you do here lah. She'll be able to save RM2 ringgit per month from her monthly income of 2,000. Okay, you write in your own words. Okay, this is my version lah. Okay, also my English is not very not very good also, right? So basically it's saying, oh, you do have an income of 2,000, so you can save 200 if you want to. So it can be done. Okay. Now once you're done, okay, don't copy what I'm gonna say next. Okay, just wanna let you know. Are you ready? Write your words next time. Okay, for attainable, right? Specifically, all they care for is whether it can be done or not. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you some extreme examples. Okay, contoh for this question. If the goal needs to save 2,000 ringgit per month, but the income is only 2,000 ringgit, do we answer attainable? The answer is yes. You still answer attainable, but you don't care how. But you know can be done, right? Your income is 2,000. You want to save 2,000, it can be done. You don't eat, you don't spend on anything else. It can be done. As for the how part, you answer for realistic. You know it's not realistic, right? So yeah, just in case you do have a question like this. Oh, the goal needs 2,000 per month. Income is only 2,000. Attainable, not attainable. Okay. However, if it's 3,000 per month, okay, you need to save 3,000 per month, but the income is only 2,000, then obviously not attainable, or you say unattainable because it's impossible. You get the idea? So back to the realistic part or not. Now again, if you don't have any special requests, I assume you understand the words they use, like, oh, realistic. You understand? Anybody doesn't? What does realistic mean? Can I? Okay. So for this example, it is realistic. Now, how do we determine? If you're lazy, usually you can just copy paste the attainable part lah. Okay, but here you say because I say my answer okay, because the 200 ringgit needed to be saved. The um all the English A plus students, you can, if you do have a shorter version, you can let me know so I can write for the rest of the students as well. Okay, because the 200 ringgit needed to be saved per month is only 10% off per monthly income. Okay, this is in my own words. Okay, so what's the evidence here? The 10%. Oh, how do we get the 10%? Okay, the 200 divided by the salary, the income. Okay, who's this? Oh God, why so late? Oh my God. And then times 100%. So you get your 10%. Okay, karma, I don't know what happened, but you got no notes yet. It's chapter 10. We are doing it on a piece of you are doing it on a piece of blank paper. Just look at all the blue words, copy for now. Where was I? Real estate. Okay. Now, other than houses and cars, okay, you know these two are like more expensive than other stuffs. Okay, also like basically mandatory lah. Okay, for adults, right? Usually, so those two things can be more expensive. Like the percentage can go slightly higher, like 15%, within 15%. The rest, like trip lah, maybe food lah, I don't know, uh, what else? What other goes? Our iPhone, okay, should be 10% or below because you need to take care of some other things as well, like food, uh, your accommodation, uh, and stuff. Okay, sorry, I generally don't spend too much, so but you get my point. Okay, other than cars, houses, those two can be like 15% or below. Um, the rest should be 10% or below. Okay. Any questions? So for the attainable part, oh sorry. You see the way I answer, right? You still see numbers. Make sense to you? Lastly, T for time bound. Okay, this is the word they use, so you better follow. Okay, so T for time bound. Okay, yeah, this question it is time bound indeed. So why? Because she has set to achieve her goal in 9 months. Oh my God, this chapter requires you to write so many words. Okay, so this is the evidence that you can, these are the evidence answer you can find from the question. Okay, so any questions? Doing this for once only, hopefully. So do you guys need me to repeat anything? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just try one question where you answer completely on your own. And if you have questions, then you ask me. And then go practice with this Lisa. The names is not my doing. Okay, you like it or not? Just example lah. Okay, so try to answer the SMART like. Make sure you write lah. Okay, I've seen too many cases where students thought, oh, teacher, I know lah. Then when they in the exam, only they realize they are stuck. When ask them to like uh, maybe just answer verbally, oh, they can. They say like macam yes. Then when they write, don't know what word to use. Okay, go maybe 5 minutes. Okay, finish the SMART for this Lisa question, and then I'm just gonna say my answers out loud. Okay, because no point you copy my answer word by word. Hmm. Let's see if you have different opinions or not. Then this one Lisa is one thing this supercar 3,000 for a supercar. I don't know lah. You don't judge too much as well lah. Okay, just follow the numbers. Just answer. The occupation also a bit um yeah, just follow the numbers. Okay, just follow the. I check the Malay the Malay also no problem lah. Go do your SBRT lah. Mm-mm. If you're really not sure whether your answer is accepted or not in the exam, type it out lor. I the grammar is okay. Right, I don't see anybody got questions, so can do okay, I'll give you some time to write lah in your own words. If you're stuck for any parts, then let me know in the chat. If you guys are done before 5 minutes, let me know in the chat. Like, oh, actually, everybody done, and then we continue. Okay. I'll just know that it's not always gonna satisfy everything. If you do see not specific, not measurable, then just say so. Okay, it's not. They are not gonna follow all the time. Okay. I hope you know how to find the evidence. Specific because I would say no, unless wow. Then that's why. Like my style and your teacher are a bit different one. But so you ask your teacher for like her type of answer. But in my opinion, it's not specific enough unless uh they mention what, like for example Lamborghini and the model and then can without the but don't forget this is still mathematics. Then it's up to you to decide already, like which one is it makes more sense to you. Yeah, get my point. Mm. Any more questions? So yeah, so just now also I asked like oh I was expecting you to be one of those students that actually listen to your school teacher, okay, regarding this part, then you understood everything your teacher said. Your teacher didn't say anything weird. So turns out, oh, teacher said something. Teacher gave you some different kind of answers lah. So you can ask your teacher again because this is quite a new chapter lah. Last time don't have it. Now you have all these newer chapters, a bit weird, a bit weird. Okay, any more questions? Right, I'm just gonna like say my answers out without writing. I've written it once before. Okay. Now I'm just gonna freestyle. Okay, specific or not specific because evidence is the 3,000 ringgit. Okay, that specific amount. I want to buy supercar. How much? Oh, I know it's 3,000. Then work for it. If I want to buy supercar specific, unless you know the model specifically, you get. So measurable, not measurable because you can do some calculation. Okay, I would say how I would write my answer now. Measurable because she can calculate that she needs 500 ringgit per month. So stop. See how I can use this. I might use different words. Okay. A for attainable, attainable or not attainable because she will be able to save 500 ringgit per month from her salary of 3,000 ringgit. Sorry, 3,600 ringgit. My bad. It's doable. Realistic. Okay, I gotta press the calculator. Okay, how I think this one you need. Oh, sorry. You guys need to check a little bit. When you do the math, you get 13.89%. Okay, so don't forget, even though it's the example is a bit sketchy, but it's still a car. So car can be within 15%. Okay, one of the bigger purchases. So yeah, you should still say realistic. Realistic because the 500 ringgit needed per month is only 13.89% of her monthly salary of 3,600 ringgit lah. Okay. Lastly, T for time bound. Time bound or not time bound because she has set to achieve her goal in 6 months. Know how to do your smart now. Okay, I'm going to skip IU because I think it's basically the same, right? Let's look at Shane. I think the question is very short. We try to answer right away. Let's go. So read. Okay, is this specific? Specific because he knows. How do I write just now? Or something that he knows. His goal requires 1,800 ringgit. But this example is like even more specific. Specifically goes to Thailand. Okay, now imagine, contoh well, think about it first. Like 1,800 to Thailand. Make sense? Makes sense. Now, what if this is US? Okay, 1,800 goes to US. Then sometimes you can freestyle a bit more lah. Okay, you know that 1,800 to US, not realistic. So the realistic part you can start writing more. Okay, you get the idea. But for this one, I think it's okay. So specific or not specific, because the specific amount 1,800. Measurable, 1,800 in 9 months. You can calculate again 200 ringgit per month. Measurable, you can calculate. A, attainable. Correct. I'm sure none of you will write attainable, correct? So how else do we write for this? If you write not attainable, I understand it should be okay, but I suggest for what we see here, we write cannot be determined. Instead of straight away writing not attainable, you may do that, but we know for sure is you cannot write attainable, right? Okay. I write cannot be determined because his monthly income is not given. Okay. For those who write not attainable, then your because you may write because he does not have monthly income. You assume he doesn't earn anything, then you write not attainable. Okay, but this one cannot be determined because monthly income is not given, is not shown. Okay, sometimes reference books, they might have questions like this. Macam got error, but like something is missing, but how I did not make the question, so I can only answer according to what I see. Okay. R, same thing. Realistic or not, you can basically copy and paste. Cannot be determined because its monthly income is not given. All right. But for sure, you cannot write realistic. You cannot tell. Okay, time down. Time bound because he knows he wants to achieve his goal in 9 months. Settle. Any questions? Any more weird questions given to you by your school teacher can show me here. I teach you how to answer the SMART lah, okay, with evidence. So hopefully unless you have extra questions to ask me, maybe next week. Okay, if not, we just do SMART concept. Just once should be enough. Okay, did you catch how I answer SMART? Don't just memorize. Learn how I answer. And then the English, you freestyle. Any questions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, today we can't go too far because you don't have notes. So reminder, make sure you request your notes for next month, like ASAP lah. Okay, because you see, you need to do a little bit of like accounting stuff here. Okay, so yeah. Next, just try to do a little bit more of some common sense question, and then we just stop that for today. Okay, so have a look at this question. No need to copy. Well, let's just see if you know these adult terms or not. Okay, so read the question and I answer first. Okay, ready? So active income, passive income, both are incomes, okay, but active income, well, I try to explain. If you don't understand that, then you can make me explain again. Okay. So, of course, you have some very professional definition written in your textbook or Google. Okay. Active income is like you work, then you get paid. You don't work, then no money. So, okay. Whereas passive income is like rental. You bought a house, you rent it out, then you sit at home every month. They'll pay you the rent. Okay, you can sleep, you do whatever you want, then when the time is up, you receive your rent. Okay, or like shares. Okay, you invest in a good company, then the company pays you dividend, then it's like passive income. You don't necessarily have to work for it. So any questions? Okay. Fixed expenses, variable expenses. Okay, you understand what are expenses, right? Okay, now how to differentiate fixed and variable, especially the fixed part. Okay, you need to listen so you can do the accounting questions next week. Okay, so listen. Some may think you know that. Okay, let's make sure you do know the difference. Okay, fixed is cannot be changed, right? Okay, yeah, you understand, right? Okay, but specifically, expenses that require you to sign something, sign agreement, sign contract. Contoh, your house, your car loans, right? Insurance. You do need to sign official documents. Okay, because some students may think, oh, teacher, if next time when I work, right, every month my daddy, mommy say gonna pay 200 ringgit to them. So is the 200 ringgit fixed expenses? No. Okay, because that is like Think about it. If your daddy mommy sees you got no money, okay, you struggle lah, no money to eat already. Do you think your daddy mommy will still want you to pay that 200 ringgit? Like, uh, you get what I mean? Okay. So what's fixed is how to determine lah. Sometimes you, especially you guys are maybe still kids lah. Okay, you cannot tell too well. Fixed will be those that requires a signature. Okay, you sign on official documents. Okay, jangan simply this also you say fixed, that also you say fixed. No, okay. And then if you understand what are fixed expenses, then variable will be the rest. Okay, you gotta know what's fixed first. Okay, then variable is the rest. Okay, like food lah, they change and they can change. Sometimes the food you eat more expensive, sometimes the food you eat like cheaper. Can? And now we answer. Calculate monthly cash flow. Okay, so you know how to do your cash flow or not? Don't if you don't know, then just do it once. Next time you know lah. Plan your financials. Okay, so all the income, you plus expenses, you minus. Okay, press calculator. Okay, 1,810. Okay, it's positive. It's a positive cash flow, which should be very normal. Okay, but you might see negative answers. Negative cash flow. Okay, what does that mean? You spend more than you earn. Okay, so hopefully, I mean it's good lah. They make you learn this chapter when you are still young, right? So they want you to explain this answer. So what to explain a bit weird, right? So just see what I write lah. Okay, just explain a little bit on surface level. NJ Amirul has a positive cash flow because, okay, of course you can elaborate if you want to, a positive cash flow of 1,810, but this is good enough. So because why? Why is cash flow positive? Why? Nothing complicated, okay? Because his total income is more than his total expenses. Sorry, this chapter really write too much. My like forgive my handwriting lah. Okay, but you hear me right? And you write for yourself. And usually in your own words. Try not to just memorize my answer word by word. Okay. Now, if you do see negative cash flow, then the explanation part, you just tebal it a bit. Okay. If really you see negative cash flow, then it would be his total income is less than his total expenses, or you can also say his total expenses is more than his total income. Okay, common sense, logic. You read the news, they keep saying the youngsters or like a lot of them is undergoing bankruptcy. Hopefully you won't be those type of youngsters next time. That's why they make you learn all this financial management. I think it's good you know at this age. Okay, any questions? Even though a bit weird. Okay, no. Okay, part 2. You see some the elites especially, they have some very shorter workings, but for the first time I try to write more. Okay, try to write everything like nice and clear step by step. Okay, you say something happened. If Encik Amiru does not receive any passive income, so the income is affected a little bit, and then the total expenses also increased by 40%. Then explain effect on cash flow. Okay, I'll do it like this for the first time. So something happened to the income, so new income, simply no more passive income, 800. So his new income is only 4,000 ringgit. Oh, my screen is stuck. Give it some time. Oh, it's back. Okay, now new expenses. Okay, so previously it was 2,400 plus 590. Really like, if you don't know this trick yet, increase by 40% to do it straight away to get finance, just times 1.4. Just learn it. Learn this already. Okay. Original is 100%. You dumb down 40%, 140%, which is 1.4. 140 divided by 100 is 1.4. Okay. The keto method is like you find the 40% first, then you add a bit slower. Okay. So get the new answer. 4186. Now the new cash flow. Okay, did I ask already? Any accounting students here? Those who take accounts, no? Or only me? Oh, okay. So never mind lah. Because accounting students, they may want the right like brackets for negative figures. You check with your teacher. Okay, but it's okay. Now you do see negative, they still want you to like explain. Just remember, on surface level only, explain the effect. So usually effect is like increase, decrease, or remains unchanged. So obviously this one is like what? Then you write lah in your own words. So I'm gonna write once. Okay. Next time you write it on your own. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna say NJ Amirul's cash flow will change from because I noticed like it was positive. Now it became negative. From positive to negative. But again, you can simply say NJ Amirul's cash flow will decrease, will be decreased. Okay. Any questions? 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I think I'm gonna skip number 2 because it looks pretty much the same. I don't think we can continue too far. So at least for one question, especially explanation part, do it right in your own words. If you're not sure if like your answer is acceptable or not, then you type it out. Okay. Also won't wait too much. Just do this question and see if you understand or not. Income 2,000 something. Allowance is also a form of income. She earns passive income, fixed expenses, variable, no problem. The monthly cash flow, let's go. Okay, still positive. So the explanation part, I'm just gonna say the answer. Siu Mei has a monthly cash flow. Oh, you can okay. Just let me continue my initial answer. Like Siu Mei's cash flow is positive. You can also write it like that. Siu Mei's cash flow is positive because her total income is more than her total expenses. Done. Okay. Part 2. How would you guys do part 2 to get the new cash flow? Okay, since I've done it this way already, if you're confused, just follow this way. Go check what happened to the income, what happened to the expenses are, and then you calculate again. But can we try this? Now we already see the cash flow at the moment is 1680. Okay, now something happened. Passive income decreases by 200. What's gonna happen? What do you do with the 200? Plus or minus? Minus, right? Then total expenses increases by 330. Plus or minus? Increase plus? Minus, right? Anybody will get confused if I do it right away like this? No, it's money, right? You must know how your money works, Mm. So now it remains as positive 1,150. How do we explain what happened to her cash flow? Okay, so this one, I mean, the effect is pretty obvious. You're gonna say decrease lah. Okay, Siu Mei's cash flow will be decreased. You can elaborate from 1680 to 1150. Okay. Okay. Just now, the example was a bit crazier from positive straight away to negative. Okay. But this one is still positive lah. Okay, but obviously decreased. So any questions? Five, four, three, two, one. Okay. Make sure you request your notes early. This one is pretty much the same. As for this question, right? Let me see. No accounting students here. Let me see. Okay, just this before this, right? Okay. I think I can just do like verbally, okay? But please be honest. Okay. Do you guys understand this word asset? Anybody doesn't? Sure. Okay. Do you understand the word liability? Anybody doesn't? Should I explain a little bit? Asset is what you own. Liability is what you owe. Hutang. Alright? So net worth. How much are you actually worth? Okay? This example, the asset is this much. Liability is this much. Okay. So when you do the math, asset minus liability, you get negative. This guy is this guy is has a lot of hutang, has a lot of debt. So gotta quickly repay all the debt so to not be in a financially disadvantaged position. Okay. So now know how to do net worth. Just asset minus liability. But you may have negative answers. Okay. So part two, is J Chow's net worth showing positive value? No. Give your reason. Okay. Especially like these kind of questions. Hopefully you guys are not will not panic. Okay. Just understand you just have to explain all the surface um, level only. Okay. So why negative there? Because his total assets is less than his total liabilities. Done. Okay. Any question for today's class? Maybe a bit weird, but no, right? Then next week we'll do this kind of questions. Okay, then not today. I don't have to look at them for today. But okay, if no questions, okay, stop. Hopefully, I don't have to do this type of questions anymore, and then we can focus more on the larger questions. Right? Yeah, no questions yet. You may leave now. Bye bye. Bye. You're welcome, Song.